Hello everyone, welcome to Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services. This is a video on daily news and editorial analysis, which I'll be covering from the Hindu and Indian Express. So the most important news and editorial would be discussed in this session. Let's get started with today's topic list. Today is 11th of November. The first topic is Cabinet give nod to restore MP LAT scheme. This is a fund which was actually being freezed due to COVID-19. Second, center approve incentives for sugarcane, cotton, and jute. Third, state prepare draft notification for the labor laws. The second last is India US monitoring defense trade project. And the last is an editorial which quotes, does India have a right to burn the fossil fuel? So this is an editorial from the Hindu. We'll understand the detail about this. Apart from the news and editorial discussion at the end of this video, there would be some MCQ based question which would be actually from the current affairs to give you an idea and revise the contemporary issues. So without any further delay, let's get started. Those of you who are new to our channel, do not forget to subscribe Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services on YouTube. If you like this video, do not forget to give a thumbs up. So the first news of the day, that is Cabinet give notes to restore the MP LAT fund. This is something which is very important considering the fact that the development of a state is being substantially contributed by the MP LAT fund. Something which is important for your General Studies paper 2, functions and responsibility of union and states. Apart from this, this is also important in the case study paper in the General Studies paper 4, ethics paper, right? So you have to understand to connect to the news when you're writing in मेंस पेपर. तो आपको यहाँ ध्यान रखना है कि अगर कोई केस स्टडीज आती है जहाँ पे आप MP LAT के बारे में कोट कर सकते हैं, मेक श्योर यू राइट इट. नाउ लेट अंडरस्टैंड द न्यूज़. बेसिकली हुआ क्या है, रिसेंटली यूनियन कैबिनेट ने अप्रूव किया है रिस्टोरेशन ऑफ MP LAT फंड. व्हाट इज MP LAT? इट स्टैंड फॉर मेंबर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट लोकल एरिया डेवलपमेंट स्कीम्स, जो कि फिनेंशियल ईयर 2025-2026 के लिए आगे बढ़ा दी गई है. The MP LAT scheme was put on hold because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Government was of the opinion कि अगर इसको freeze कर दिया जाए तो almost 8,000 crore rupees जो है government would be saving, and this can be further used in having the pandemic related expenses. तो CFI में सारे फंड को क्रेडिट की गई थी ताकि जो पेंडेमिक की फाइट है उसमें कुछ किया जा सके. Now the funds were placed with the finance ministry to deal with the pandemic, right? So the entire amount, the corpus which was there for this MP LAT fund was withheld with the Ministry of Finance, and they were utilizing for eradications and management of the pandemic. Now revised fund allocations की गई है apart from 5 crore a year which is being approved annually. Now the government would be providing 2 crore, and उसके बाद जो इसकी एडवांसमेंट की जाएगी, the each MP will get 2 crore in one installment of the development activities for 2021-2022, और फर्दर बाद में इसको एनुअली किया जाएगा. I mean by 2023 it would be an annual corpus that would be sum up to 5 crore, but वो डिविजन में मिलेगी, वो 2 installment में मिलेगी, that is 2.5 crore each. Hope things are clear. For this current fiscal year only 2 crore would be provided. जो नेक्स्ट फिजिकल ईयर है उसमें 5 करोड़ की अमाउंट डिस्ट्रीब्यूट की जानी है, एलोकेशंस होनी है, बट दैट वुड बी डिवाइडेड इनटू 2 पार्ट, दैट इज 2.5 करोड़ ईच. Now, what is MP LAT fund? This is something which is again very important for you to understand because sometime in prelims they tend to ask the questions, right? बात करें अगर MP LAT की, it was formulated in 1993 to enable the member of parliament and recommend the development of work in their constituencies. तो वर्क डिफाइन है किस किस तरह पे काम करवानी है, एंड व्हाट आर द एरियाज ऑन विच दिस फंड्स कैन बी यूटिलाइज. सो दैट इंक्लूड द क्रिएशन ऑफ ड्यूरेबल कम्युनिटी एसेट्स, area of drinking water, primary educations, public health, sanitations and road. A very possible question can be asked in examination कि MP LAT के फंड कहाँ कहाँ यूटिलाइज किए जा सकते हैं. You can be provided with multiple options. So use your logic, then you can definitely land up to a conclusion. तो ये सारे areas confined है जहाँ पे ये फंड यूटिलाइज किए जाने. Initially the scheme was under the control of Ministry of Rural Development and Planning, और अक्टूबर 1994 को ये जो स्कीम थी वो ट्रांसफर कर दी गई है मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ स्टैटिक एंड प्रोग्राम इम्प्लीमेंटेशन. सो अब इस पर्टिकुलर प्रोजेक्ट को, स्कीम को मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ स्टैटिस्टिक्स और प्रोग्राम इम्प्लीमेंटेशन देखती है. Now, the second news, that is center approve incentives for sugarcane, cotton, and jute. This news is important for your general studies paper 2, government policies and intervention for the development of various sector and issues arising from it. सो कैबिनेट कमिटी ऑन इकोनॉमिक अफेयर ने रिसेंटली डिसाइड किया है कि जो सपोर्ट प्राइस है, सपोर्ट प्राइस की जो मेजर्स हैं, सुगर केन, कॉटन और जूट में ली गई है, एंड दे हैव इंक्रीज द शेयर. So the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs has increased the ethanol extraction from the sugar cane, जो सुगर केन से ब्लेंड करके जो एथेनॉल यूज़ की जाती है, उसमें अराउंड इज पेट्रोल टू 63.45 लीटर. Coming sugar marketing season starting from December. So this price would be applicable from then. And this is 80% hike from the previous year, which is not too much, but substantially अगर large number के basically extractions होती हैं तो profit बढ़ता है. The rate of ethanol extraction from C-heavy molasses has been increased by 97% per liter, while that of ethanol extracted by the heavy molasses is 1.47 as well. Ethanol blending की अगर बात करें, the petrol is expected to reach 10 next year and 20 by 2025. Oil marketing companies buy ethanol from sugar millets, distillers and other governments. Now, if you talk about the reductions, किस तरह से sugar के surplus में utilizations की जानी है, या if you talk about the other increase in liquidity, so the rate is expected to reduce their pending areas payment as sugarcane farmers. We know that from eastern UP, most of the farmer do not get their timely payment. So इस तरह के initiative से उनको timely payment में भी मदद मिलेगी. Now, ethanol blending program has also reduced the dependence on crude oil import that is being said by the government of India officially. So definitely this would be a step where the dependence on the crude oil would be reduced. Now, price support की अगर बात करें, this is by the Cotton Corporation of India. So the Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs have approved a support price of almost 17,408. Amount is not important, आपको कहीं भी एग्जाम में अमाउंट नहीं लिखना है, बट दिस इज देयर इन द न्यूज़ वी आर डिस्कसिंग. तो रिम्बर्स की गई है इतने अमाउंट की, ताकि जो लॉस हुई है फार्मर्स के क्रॉप्स को, उसकी पेमेंट की जा सके. एंड द कॉटन कॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ इंडिया हैज सेड दैट अ फेयर average quality of grade of the cotton without any quarantine ceilings would be allowed below the MSP rates, right? This is in bid to protest the farmer interest, because we have seen if the farmer are not getting the minimum support price, उसके consequences productions पे बहुत high हो जाते हैं. Now this is a map that will help you understand about the cotton producing states. So कई बार एग्जाम्स में क्वेश्चंस पूछे जाते हैं स्टेट्स के बारे में. सो दिस इज द लिस्ट ऑफ द स्टेट एट द बिलो. You can check out the state names from here that include Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Telangana. These are the southern state. Talking about the eastern India, we have Odisha. In the western India, Maharashtra. Central India occupies by Madhya Pradesh. Again, western India occupies by Gujarat, Rajasthan, Haryana, Punjab, and Delhi in the northern area. So these are some of the cotton producing states in India. जूट पैकिंग नॉर्म्स की बात की गई है, एंड दिस इज समथिंग वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट स्टेप्स टेकन फ्रॉम द गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया. अगर आपसे मेंस में इस तरह के सवाल पूछे जाते हैं तो मेक श्योर यू इनकॉर्पोरेट दिस पॉइंट. सो द कैबिनेट कमिटी ऑन इकोनॉमिक अफेयर हैव अप्रूव्ड द रिजर्वेशन. यहाँ पे जूट पैकिंग को लेकर के रिजर्वेशंस दी गई हैं, एंड द रिजर्वेशन इज दैट द स्टिपुलेटेड 100% of the food grain and 20% of sugar must compulsory be packed in a jute bag. तो जितने 100% फूड ग्रेन्स होंगे वो जूट बैग में पैक होंगे. बाकी के 20% जो सुगर्स हैं दैट मस्ट बी पैक्ड इन अ जूट बैग. व्हाट विल हैपन इफ यूर यूजिंग मोर एंड मोर जूट्स, तो जो इनकी प्रोडक्शंस हो रही है इंडिया में मास में, उसकी यूटिलाइजेशन बढ़ेगी. सो सच रिजर्वेशन कंज्यूम 2/3 ऑफ द टोटल रॉ जूट प्रोडक्शन ईच ईयर इन द इंडिया. एंड एट द सेंटर लेवल अगर परचेजिंग की बात करें, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया खुद काफ़ी जूट परचेज करती है, विच अमाउंट्स टू ऑलमोस्ट 8,000 करोड़ रुपीज. एंड दिस डिसीजन विल हेल्प ऑलमोस्ट 40 lakhs जूट फार्मर्स. खास करके स्पेसिफिक रीजन की अगर बात करें, ईस्टर्न इंडिया में वेस्ट बंगाल एक ऐसी रीजन है जहाँ पे ऑलमोस्ट 3.7 lakhs जूट जो फार्मर्स है वो काम कर रहे हैं. तो उनकी जो जूट की सेल है वो बढ़ेगी. दिस वुड गिव देम मोटिवेशंस to produce more and more jute, because this is a sector which has actually not been appreciated, right? तो यहाँ पे farmers के लिए ये काफ़ी बेसिकली लाइवलीहुड की ऑप्शंस हैं कम हो जाए. So this is the right decision in the right direction where the government would be incorporating the jute packaging both in the food grade as well as in the sugar packets. Now talking about the states which produce jute, you can see the number is here: West Bengal, Bihar, then we have Odisha, Andhra Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh, right? And for some parts of basically northeastern states also have the jute productions. So these are the list of the state. You can check the list here. Now moving ahead, state prepared draft notifications for labor laws. We have seen that the labor laws which was being formed by the government of India, the state has to give its own draft, then the implementations become more easy, right? किस तरह से उसको implement करनी है, तो बहुत सारे states ने अपने draft prepare किए हुए हैं. This is something which is important for General Studies Paper 3, Indian Economy and Issues Related to Planning, Mobilization and Growth. Also, it is important for your General Studies Paper 2, where government programs and policies are concerned. क्या है इस न्यूज़ में? बेसिकली बात ये की गई है हरियाणा, मध्य प्रदेश, उड़ीसा, उत्तर प्रदेश, उत्तराखंड एंड झारखंड, Punjab, Jammu and Kashmir, these states have finalized their draft notification for all proposed bill. वो कौन कौन से 4 बिल हैं मैं आपको आगे डिटेल में बताऊंगा. This marks a step of the implementations of the labor code which was recently passed by the parliament a year ago. So this labor laws is more or less an amalgamations of 44 centers law जो पहले exist करते थे. इन 44 law को अब amalgamate करके मिक्स करके मिला करके 4 में कन्वर्ट कर दिया गया. So the central government would be holding a regular meeting with the state, and this meeting is very important because the entire law talks about 4 important aspects. The first is the code on wage, second is industrial relations, social security, safety and working conditions of an employee. Now labor अगर subject की बात करें, this comes under a concurrent subject. This is not under state, neither it is under union. So this is a concurrent list. By concurrent list we mean that both the state government as well as the central government has a power to formulate a law. 3 तरह के list subjects होते हैं, आपको पता है. One is the state subject, the other is the union subject, and the third is the concurrent subject or concurrent list you can say. So these are the 3 important laws upon which the government of India has passed. ये 44 laws को amalgamate करके 4 laws में convert किया गया है. That is the wage code bill, the second is industrial relation, third is social security, and the last is industrial safety and welfare. So these are the 4 important labor laws reform. Very, very important for your mains paper as well. Now priority दी गई है code on wage bill पे, because wage is something which is very important and it is a motivating factors for a lot more laborers. तो बात करें चारों कोड में सबसे ज़्यादा जो तवज्जो दी गई है, इंपॉर्टेंस दी गई है, डोमिनेंस दी गई है, वो है कोड ऑन वेज बिल की, राइट. So while 21 states have completed rule making process on the code, 18 have done the industrial relations. 21 states ऐसे हैं जिन्होंने code on wage को ज़्यादा focus किया. Now 18 states have done on industrial relations code, 14 states on code on social security, and 10 states on occupational safety, health and working conditions, right? Now, a lot has been talked about national floor for minimum wages along with finalizations of rules. ये बताई गई है कि जो labor code है, that is underway to fix the national floor minimum wages. This was a long debated topic, and for a country like India, minimum wage is still not guaranteed. Although ये जो 4 laws आई हैं, न्यू लेबर लॉ रिफॉर्म्स आई हैं, उसमें ये इंश्योर करने की कोशिश की गई है, बट स्टिल वी डू नॉट हैव अ प्रॉपर लीगल बैकिंग व्हेन इट्स कम टू नेशनल फ्लोर फॉर मिनिमम वेजेस. सो द मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ लेबर एंड एम्प्लॉयमेंट हैज सेड दैट दे हैव कॉन्स्टिट्यूटेड एन एक्सपर्ट कमिटी, और वो कुछ टेक्निकलिटीज को पढ़ेंगे, स्टडी करेंगे, एंड दे वुड फिक्स अ नेशनल फ्लोर मिनिमम वेज बिलो विच नो इंडिविजुअल वुड बी पेड फॉर देयर वर्क. And states need to discuss the legal ramifications of the rule before the code get implemented on a national scale. So this is how this actually works, and a question in the mains examination is definitely expected when it's come to the national floor for minimum wages. Now, how this would be applicable? अगर applicability की बात करें, so the center rule is applicable to all this sector. This is again very important, a technical aspect which is important for your prelims. तो इसकी applicability जो है PSUs पे होगी जितनी public sector undertaking है, railways, ports, while the states will have to formulate these rules, models under the establishment and their jurisdictions. Now, among other, the court proposed a minimum wage for workers, widening the social security that would include gig and platform workers. So gig workers वैसे workers होते हैं who are actually not a full-time, full-fledged worker, but they work independently, right? So that work is calculated as a gig worker. और platform workers जो हैं जो कि बहुत short term engagement होती है किसी organizations के साथ, उनके लिए भी implement होगी. Now, they would also provide greater flexibilities to employers to hire and fire without the government permissions. So this is the thing that would be very important in terms of the labor laws reform. So under the new code, जो companies हैं with less than 300 workers would be allowed to hire and fire the worker without seeking the prior permission of the government. So the consent for the government under 300 employees would be not required. And this has been increased from the current threshold of 100 or fewer employees also. Moving to the other news, that is India US monitoring defense trade project. This news is something which is very important in terms of building a good relationship between India and US. We already have seen surge and strengthening of India and US bilateral relationship. So this news is important for General Studies paper 2. Important aspects of policies and politics for developed and developing countries. So what is there in this news? Ministry of Defense, they have clarified that the US have agreed to revise the statement of intent, this को SOI भी कहते हैं, to strengthen the dialogue by pursuing a detailed planning and making measurable progress in terms of specific project between India and United States. तो ये जो efforts ली गई है, that is a part of defense technology and trade investment. This is known as DTTI. Now, what this initiative is all about and how this is going to impact and benefit both these countries. तो बात करें अगर focus area of DTTI की, so the aim of this group is to bring a sustainable leadership of focus. First would be in terms of bilateral defense trade relationship. Second is to create an opportunity for the co-productions because India is also looking forward with Atmanirbhar Bharat in terms of defense manufacturing. Third would be co-development of defense equipments. And four, joining working group focus on land, navies, air as well as air carrier technology that has been established under the DTTI to promote a mutual agreements. Now the two sides have agreed for the first projects for the air launched unmanned air vehicles, the UAV projects हैं जो कि jointly work करेगी with the AS system. So these are some of the focus area of the meeting. Now, does India have a right to burn the fossil fuel? This is what the editorial title is. Something which is important for General Studies paper 3, Conservation, Environment, Pollution and EIA. We'll understand this editorial in the bifurcations of four important subtopics. First would be background, second followed by the questions of development, types of injustice and conclusion. And the entire editorial of the themes talks about coal energy and India's perspective. So let's understand this editorial in detail. अगर बात करें एक डिबेट की जो कि कही जा रही है कि what is India's dependence on coal all about, right? There has been a quite lot debate about India's dependence on coal on the backdrop of COP26 meeting which is being held in Glasgow. तो कोल के बारे में जो इंडिया की यूजेस है उसके बारे में काफ़ी सवाल उठाए गए हैं. Even it is equally true that the dependence has to be lessened, but instantly it cannot be done. India has to be dependent on coal for next few years. We can reduce it slowly. No, this is a long-term measures that has to come. बात करें अगर कोल लॉबिस्ट की, इनका कहना है, इनके इंटरेस्ट में ये है कि कोल की जो ज़रूरतें हैं वो भी है and India should not be adhering to any commitment which calls for the discard of uses of coal. So India for the first time has made its commitment for the net zero target in 2020-70. Prime Minister ने address किया COP26 में and he has said that by 2070 India would be meeting the net zero target. The US at the same time has said that they would be meeting this target by 2050, and other countries like UK and Russia, they said that they would be meeting this target by 2060. So these are the timelines that has been provided by many other developed countries. Now, crux की अगर बात करें इस arguments की, so India need to develop and definitely develop the energy security, but ये हिस्टोरिकली सही है कि बहुत हद तक इंडिया ने जितनी कार्बन इमिट करनी चाहिए, जो भी और नॉर्दर्न कंट्रीज ने किया है या फिर जो डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज ने किया है इन टर्म्स ऑफ पर कैपिटा, वो काफ़ी कम है, राइट. पर कैपिटा के टर्म्स पे हमारी जो एमिशंस है दूसरे कंट्रीज पे काफ़ी कम है. सो इंडिया हैज़ दिस लेवरेज, इंडिया हैज़ दिस लिबर्टी टू बी डिपेंडेंट ऑन कोल फॉर द नेक्स्ट फ्यू ईयर्स, राइट. सो दिस इज आवर राइट, दिस इज आवर लिबर्टी दैट वी कैन स्टिल एक्सटेंड फॉर फ्यूचर ईयर्स. Now the questions for development is, there's no doubt अगर economic development की बात करें, so this need to be translated into energy by burning coals. और ये बात की गई है कि अगर alternative forms of coal हैं, then why you should be using coal, right? Although अगर गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की एफर्ट्स की बात करें, गवर्नमेंट इज डूइंग देयर लेवल बेस्ट जहाँ पे रिडक्शंस ऑफ कोल की कोशिश की जा रही है. एट प्रेजेंट अगर यूजेस की बात करें, द एनर्जी कम्स 60% फ्रॉम द कोल डिपेंडेंस. वी आर मोस्टली डिपेंडेंट ऑन कोल. जितनी हमारी 60% एनर्जी जो प्रोड्यूस हो रही है वो कोल डिपेंडेंसी है, राइट. नॉर्मली आर्ग्यूमेंट इन फेवर ऑफ कोल इज दैट इन अकाउंट ऑफ दिस इज कॉस्ट रियल, जो रिलायबिलिटी काफ़ी ज़्यादा है और डोमेस्टिकली अवेलेबल है, इस वजह से कोल की यूजेस इंडिया में काफ़ी ज़्यादा है. सो 3 फैक्टर्स दैट लेड टू द यूजेस ऑफ कोल वुड बी दीज 3, राइट. नाउ अकॉर्डिंग टू मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ कोल, इंडिया की जो नेट कोल इंपोर्ट है दैट हैज़ वेंट अप टू 782.6 billion, and it would be increasing, has increased gradually up to 1,155 billion dollars. India is among the largest importer of coal in the world, where it has not do the solar energy. अगर solar energy की बात करें तो यहाँ पे still we need more and more robust technology and solar power. Even India is inclined toward nuclear energy, but coal की dependence अभी भी काफ़ी ज़्यादा. We are importing a lot more coal. Now the abundance of renewable natural resources की अगर बात करें tropical climate regions में, India has a head start in a competitive world of technology. High employment trajectory को अगर देखी जाए, green path की जो बात की गई है, green energy and clean energy, that is again very important for the fossil fuel sector, that may help to issues the problem of surplus labor and even partial. Now यहाँ पे simultaneously हमें ये देखने की ज़रूरत है कि जो employment है, technology as well as the energy poverty is something which should come with a self-reliance, right? We have to create more and more employment. At the same time, the advancement of technology is very important. The energy poverty which is there in terms of providing electricity to all the household should be provided, and the energy should be made so affordable that it should not create burden for any kind of person, right? Now types of injustice की अगर बात करें, the framework addresses the global injustice in terms of carbon budget, जहाँ पे इसको लिमिट करने की बात की गई है. प्रोग्रेसिवली अगर जस्टिस की बात करें in terms of basic climate justice, so instead of narrowing focus on framework of the nation states, it is true that mitigating from south alone, सिर्फ सदर्न वर्ल्ड में जितने कंट्रीज हैं उन्हें स्टॉप करने की जरूरत नहीं है, बट एट द सेम टाइम बर्निंग मोर कोल वुड नॉट नेसेसरली सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम ईदर. अगर लिबर्टी है इंडिया के पास, तो वी शुड ऑल्सो हैव अ टारगेट जहाँ पे वी शुड लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड फॉर एन अल्टरनेटिव फ्यूल. ऐसा नहीं है कि इंडिया के पास अपॉर्चुनिटी है और लेवरेज है तो वो और ज़्यादा कोल को यूज़ करे. दिस इज समथिंग विच इज़ इनहेविटेबल, वी कैन नॉट स्टॉप इट, बट द एफर्ट शुड बी देयर कि हमें कोल की रिडक्शंस को कम करनी है, ना कि उसे और ज़्यादा यूटिलाइज करना है. जहाँ पे ऑब्लिगेशंस है वी हैव टू यूज, बट वी नीड टू अपग्रेड इट ऑल्सो, राइट. कंक्लूजन की अगर बात करें, द नीड ऑफ द आर इज टू द ग्लोबल प्रोग्रेसिव एजेंडाज वेयर the working class in the northern against the southern, but working as well as the whole resistance in the global ruling elites in aggressive, dangerous and model competitive emissions. Even if one is pessimist about the path of rendering, the wrong of the path even the year is better than the status quo. So we have to see how the best can be done. Even जो COP26 की मीटिंग हुई है उसमें आपने देखा क्लाइमेट फाइनेंस को लेकर के काफ़ी बात की गई है, एंड अल्टरनेटिव फ्यूल्स इज समथिंग विच इज ऑल्सो बीन एडवोकेटेड फ्रॉम मेजरली फ्रॉम डेवलप्ड कंट्रीज लाइक यूके एंड यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स. सो इंडिया ने अपनी इंटेंडेड नेशनल डिटरमिनेंट कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशंस दिखाते हुए जो हमारी कमिटमेंट है खास करके रिन्यूएबल एनर्जी की तरफ वो भी दिखाई है 450 गीगावाट की प्रोडक्शंस होनी है बाय 2030. So we can expect something positive coming out of the clean and green energy. Now MCQ questions of the day. Before I proceed, just to tell you the answers of yesterday questions. For the first question, the correct option is B. For the second question, the correct option is C. Do check it out what you have marked as a correct option. Now the question of the day, World Sustainable Development Summit. It is an annual flagship event organized by the Greenpeace. The theme for 2021 is redefining our common future, safe and secure environment for all. The second question is regarding the Shramik. It is a dynamic job portal for skill of the Shramik, MSME and other micro, small and medium enterprises. This portal uses algorithm and uses artificial intelligence tool that provide analysis and skill training of the Shramiks. So these are some of the multiple options that are provided. What you have to do, you have to choose the correct option and write that in the comment section down below. So just to ask you, like, how do you are enjoying these questions, whether these questions are really helping you, to let me know, or what sort of question is required from your end. Do you want any subject specific questions or any specific type of question, pattern of question is being required? You can let us know in the comment section down below. This was all about the daily news and editorial analysis followed by the MCQs. If you have any other concern, do let me know. I'll be more than happy to assist you. For time being, I'm signing off. Thank you so much for watching.